What's going on, guys? This is a little bit of a sad episode. First of all, sad because I got a haircut. Had to. It's time to grow up a little bit. But I've noticed that whenever I get a haircut, I don't look like I grew up. I kind of look like a kid still needing lunch for his field trip. I look like a lollipop. I don't know. I just have like a long neck. Pause. I have a long neck, and then just the roundest head you've ever seen in your life. So, not feeling the best, but give it like a week, and I'll be feeling all right. I'll be back to boisterous. But yeah, so this is my last vlog, or sorry, not vlog, last entry. This is my last entry on the boat for the foreseeable future. So tomorrow, if you guys have been keeping up, tomorrow is the day that I leave and head to make my trek to DC. So I'm gonna stop in Charlotte halfway right after work tomorrow. So I'll probably get in about like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. Yeah, stay there for a while, get lunch, hang out with my family, see my newborn niece. Love you, Tatum. You look beautiful. Yeah. Just kind of, and then move up to DC, where I will be more than enthusiastic to finally be rejoined with my sweet lady Sarah. Yeah, so everything is good. It's bitter. It's not bittersweet. It's just sweet with like a hint of bitter. Like I'm gonna have to be leaving this place where I got to dive all day today, see a bunch of fish, see a bunch of stingrays, swam around with a few jellyfish, bumped into a few because I didn't know they were there at first. Terrifying to just accidentally run into a jellyfish. I thought I was going to get stung, but thank God it was the top of them. Yeah, and I just like sat there for probably, it felt like 30 minutes, but it was probably like 5 to 10 minutes. I was just staring at these jellyfish, and they're awesome. They were coming around more so because there was like a lot of debris, like seagrass that was probably chewed up by sea turtles, probably. Oh fuck. Yeah, so swam with a bunch of cool shit, got some shells from the bottom of the intercoastal waterway floor, just as keepsakes. I saw Roan he was scraping his boat, and so I came over, said what's up. He was like, can I grab the scrapers? I came back over, grabbed the scrapers, and helped him scrape the bottom of his boat. And then came up, chilled, and we're going to a bar later to watch the Michigan versus New Mexico, Nevada? Las Vegas? Nah, it's something. I don't know. They're playing some dudes. Go Blue. He's from Michigan. He actually he lived in Michigan for like 10 plus years. But yeah. And while I was out, like in the water today, it was beautiful, pristine whenever I first started. I was probably out there for 45 minutes, I'll say. Maybe an hour. But whenever I was out there, towards the end of my excursions, I saw this like super green, brown layer of water coming towards me, and I was like, that's weird. Is that like, what the fuck is that? And And then it, like, I was in it for a second, and it was, like, really warm. I was like, oh, fuck no. Like, somebody definitely just shit in the pool, or, like, emptied their fucking toilet into the pool or something. I guess it's not a pool, but you get what I'm saying. Somebody dropped a deuce is what I thought. And upon further investigation, I swam sideways and back for a while. So this is west, that's north, never eat. So I swam northwest. I swam northwest for a while, and I noticed it was everywhere, and I was like, all right, nobody takes that many dookies, or like nobody's turd was that big, you know. So I just realized, like, oh my God. So whenever low tide is in, it's all fresh water. And then whenever it's rising back, or no, whenever it's high tide, it's fresh water. And then whenever it's lowering down to low tide is whenever this ocean water comes back, like this brackish water comes back. And it was just amazing to me that this wall of this different water coming in to basically fuck up my visibility. It felt a lot warmer. For some reason, it felt like it was harder to breathe. There was this impending doomish wall of greenish, brownish muck coming my way. And so I started to try to swim towards the clear water to like get like a few more sightings of cool fish, or just stay in there for a bit longer in the cooler water. But then I realized, like, the longer I try to avoid the brackish water is the longer I have to swim back to my boat to be able to get a breath again. Like, it just brought me to like a lesson of like, you can only control what you can control. Like, if it's out of your control, there's no point in trying to avoid it or stress about it. You know, everything I have done before the brackish water got here, I was like okay with calling it a day. So I was in the brackish water for less time. I need to clear this up. I need to get my ducks in a row right here. The theme of this episode is just to not stress about what you can't control. Let me relate that back to the brackish water story I was just talking about. So, this brackish water is coming in. I'm going to first describe it literal and then metaphorically later. So, this brackish water is coming in. I could swim back to clearer water while this brackish water is closing in on me, and be in clearer water for a little bit, but eventually, no matter how far I swim, I'm gonna have to come back to this boat. And that just means a more rough time and a tide coming towards me and less visibility. So whenever I think about that in the aspect of life, it just shows me that I had no control over that water, dirty water, warmer water coming in. Not dirty, but you get what I'm saying. That warm water coming in, that brackish water coming in. I had no control over that. All I had control over was what I did before the brackish water rolled in. See, whenever I was out there, literally, I was seeing amazing things. I took the opportunity. I went out as early as I can and maximized my time in that clear water. In that way, I felt more prepared for the rougher, brackish, dirty, grosser, warmer, browner water came in. So, in that aspect of things you can control and things you can't control, when you're dealing with clear water and things are going good for you, you want to maximize your time and effort into the things that are going well for you. Because eventually, you cannot avoid the brackish water for too long. There is always something you can improve that if you don't, it will bite you in the butt later. So I think that this warm water coming in is something that you should face head on, face before you drift past the ladder of your boat. Because after you pass the ladder of your boat, you're not going to be able to, you will be able to make it back, but you won't have faced the problem in an efficient way. It's just, you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying anything like crazy here. Like, everybody knows you should face your problems head on when you're in the right space. But it's just, I guess this is more of a reminder. I don't know. It's just, I guess maybe I'm feeling like a little weird about leaving. Like, I've lived in Florida for a year and a half now, almost. And it's weird. Like, I'm moving to a completely new place, but I have no control out of the situation I'm in currently. Like, I'm in the brackish water right now. Like, actually, no, I'm in the clear water right now because I'm still here. Like, I still have time to, like, avoid the thought of leaving this beautiful place. But tomorrow, that brackish water is coming in hard. And it's not bad. Like, I get to see my niece. I get to see Sarah. I get to live back with Sarah. I have good jobs lined up whenever I get back. It's not that I don't still love the water. It's just, for right now, my perspective on where I am is just, it just feels a lot clearer. And because there's so much uncertainty, for whenever I move and change basically my whole trajectory for the next 7 months, it seems a little murky to me. And it's been hard to grasp. So I just want to like, I'm not coming from a place like where I'm on a high horse and I like don't deal with these things and I'm like, why are you guys tripping? No, it's not anything like that. It's more so just the fact that like I am in it right now, but I still can see myself from a third person's point of view and realize that I need to deal with the fact that this doesn't last forever. And it's not a bad thing. It's not going to kill you. Like, it's just a little warmer water. It's just a little murkier for now. But guess what? High tide comes back in. The water gets clearer eventually. That's just life. Like, it goes in a cycle. It'll never stop. You'll never have everything clear forever. And you'll never be dirty forever. It's brackish and clear. You know? So just let reality set in that this is the fact of life. And there's no point in really trying to like deny yourself the skill of resilience, you know? Like the brackish water to me, like I was swimming in it and cleaning a boat, you know, while it was mid low tide. So I was always afraid of swimming in water I can't see in. I was always afraid of like nighttime swimming. And my visibility was probably like fucking, like 5 to 7 feet, maybe a little less, like 5 plus or minus 2. And I was definitely afraid of like seeing the bottom of boats. Like underwater, they're like these shadowy big figures. And in my mind, I always associated that with like Jaws and, you know, Megalodon. Even whenever I like took baths or like was in a swimming pool at nighttime, I would always be like, oh my God, like what if a shark swims through the fucking pipes right now and comes and gets me? I don't know. Like it's always been like a fear of mine. And being out here, it's made me, you know, grow. Like I'm 24 and I'm still growing as a person, which is crazy to me because whenever I was younger, I figured like at 16 I knew everything, and now I'm 24, fucking 8 years later, and I'm still learning something every single day. Not even only about like my career or like outside things, but just literally myself. And I'm sure my sister, she just had her second kid. I'm sure she's still learning about herself. And Duncan, he owns his own business and is married to my sister and now has a second kid as well, obviously. And he's still learning things about himself. And I feel like them two are the most inspiring people, I mean, in my life. Like besides my parents. If I had to take because I feel like parents, obviously, like to me at least, are like, those two are obviously the most influential people in my life. So yes, obviously them two. But besides them, my sister and fucking Duncan, they're great. They've experienced so much. They've gone so many places. They've stuck it out through thick and thin. They've done long distance. I'm doing long distance part-time. They've been in the same situation as me. They've made it work. They've, of course everybody has problems, but I've never heard about them really having like problems. Like my sister can be mean, I guess, but other than that, like I don't know of anything else. And if they do have problems, they have a very good way of dealing with it between themselves, which I think is healthier than just like babbling to a bunch of people. Relationship wise, I envy them, obviously minus my parents. They're the best. They're in a category of their own. Like they're all the way up here. I'm talking about like regular people. But yeah, like relationship wise, they're everything I could ever hope to have. Financially wise, they've come further than, I can even imagine as of this moment. And I'm sure they were in my exact same position at one point too, but it's just amazing. How fast things can change for somebody is incredible just by making the right moves before. I don't know. It's just the brackish water always comes. Like they've definitely dealt with some brackish water, but they've taken the right steps to prepare for it. That's all you can really like ask in a partner and of yourself. Man, it's Michigan football day. Go Blue, big Wolverines fan. Super glad Ohio State won today. As a Michigan fan, I always hope Ohio State is undefeated, number one, whenever they come to see us. Just so whenever we do beat them, whether they want to say we're cheating, listen, Michigan just got caught. Everybody does it. If we're being for real, like if we're not gonna like kid ourselves, I want to discuss this as like an omniscient college football presence between us. Yo, my bad. I got the call to start wrapping it up. So you're seeing me lock the hatches for the last time here. Look at that sun. Oh, I'm gonna miss this shit, man. But we're on to good things now. It's not bad. It's just different. And that's a good thing. I'm gonna go camping a lot more. The mountains are great. I fucking love the mountains. It's 1A and 1B to me, so can't really be complaining too much. Because I do love this shit. Either way. Just sucks. It's gonna be different than the norm. Gonna be a bit different. Like I said, gonna do a bar with Ron to watch the Michigan game. So this episode might be a little bit shorter. than the rest, but short and sweet. I feel like I've said all I need to say on this boat, and I'm ready for a bit different scenery. Yeah, that's about it, dude. I'm just riding this thing out till I get done. I might come through with a, recap of the Michigan game, but, probably not. We'll see. We'll see how good they do. If it's spectacular, you're gonna be fucking hearing some shit. But even if they're not, I still got, faith in my boys. The Wolverines go blue, always. Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be good to watch them. Ready to go. Yeah, so I'm about to get out of here in a bit. Grab a couple drinks. Watch the men in Mays. Have a good season. I just drafted my fantasy football team. Actually, I think that's what I'll do with you guys later. I'm gonna run you through my fantasy roster for about 7 minutes. So, yeah, that's about it, dude. I'm about to get picked up. Give you one last look of the place. There was a rainbow over there. So yeah, we out of here, man. Soon enough. Soon enough. Sucks. But it's just the way the wind blows. It's just the way the river flows, my man. There's no way. So yeah. He's about to be on his way. I'm all locked up, hatches down, ready to turn out. See you later, folks. It's been a ride here. I'm gonna miss it, but on to better things. I'll probably talk some ball later. So, 2 seconds, I'll be back. Yo, what's up? Forgot to finish the video yesterday. Probably just gonna do 5 minutes of this. Because I don't know what time gets me to exactly 30. But whatever, it's just the way the river flows sometimes. Yeah, honestly kind of forget what I was talking about. Had a good time last night, went out to a bar with Roan, watched the Michigan game. They were looking a little, I think the NCAA is getting them back a bit for their scandal, There were some calls that were just complete bullshit. So stupid. But yeah, got the dub. It was New Mexico. So I mean, not that crazy of a win, but yeah. Over this whole Michigan cheating thing, look, they definitely didn't do everything above board. I guess they were stealing signs or whatever, but it's in college, they're putting up posters on the sideline for the play that they're calling, and it'll be the fucking grimace and a peacock next to each other. And I mean, you get enough coaches who dedicate their entire lives to football and learning every single thing about every single team. They're gonna figure out what those posters mean. They're gonna, you think every single fucking program doesn't look at the sidelines on film and, okay, this is the signals they were throwing up, then they ran a run play. Okay, they did the same signals, then they ran the same run play. We know what they're gonna fucking run whenever they do these signals. It's not, that's stupid. What? I don't understand how that's, cheating. Just because, they did the extra research. all right, it's not like they gave all of their players steroids or were like, I mean, what about those university programs, football programs that like paid their kids under the table for years and years to get the best talent? You know, Alabama, should we just completely, you know, put an asterisk next to every single championship Nick Saban won because he definitely was paying people under the table? Everybody fucking cheats, and I'm so tired of hearing about it. Like, Michigan is the only team to ever do something like not 100% within the NCAA rules. Like, they were just stupid enough to get caught. I think it should be, you should be able to do anything and everything to win. I mean, if you don't want your plays being stolen, don't put them on a fucking poster board on the sideline to where we just hire one guy whose one job is to research call signs. I mean, like, what, what's the, like, magic that we had over anything else anybody could do? It's not cheating, it's just using all of your resources. It's like using ChatGPT to, like, help you write a paper. Like, help you write a paper, not write it for you. Like, that's just, it's not like, if you do your own research and then have ChatGPT word it in a way that is coherent and cohesive, what's the big fucking deal? You're using all your resources at your disposal. That's a smart thing to do. It's not like we just like paid the coach to tell us their call signs. No, we put in the work to be able to fucking rip off your dumbass system that you have. Like, I don't understand, why aren't there headsets in college? I don't know if they have them by now. They need to have them by now. I don't understand why, if they aren't allowed, I'm not sure if they're allowed or not, but if they aren't allowed, that's the stupidest thing ever. I mean, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just fucking dumb. But anyway, Ohio State, keep crying. You went on a good run, I'll give you guys that. You know, we're on a pretty good run too, and if you look at the all-time record. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things where, like, no matter what, there's always gonna be some contrarian to, like, just bring up something that's just like, whenever you were about to make a final point of one, like, oh my god, like the comments under Ohio State fans, or every single Michigan post, because obviously I'm a fan, I follow like some pages, like the university page, and then I'll see like on like Reels or something, like a fan page or whatever, and every single time it'll be like some Ohio State fan commenting, and then a Michigan fan commenting, well, it's been 4 years, and then they go, well, what happened for the past decade? And it's like, yeah, no, true, like, but we're talking about like what happened last year, like most recently, what happened most recently, and they're like, well, what happened these past 10 years? And then a Michigan fan will be like, well, look at the all-time record, and then they bring up the point of like, that happened so long ago, like that doesn't even like factor in. Like, if you look at my specific time range and only use the time frame that I give you, then my point makes sense. But it's like, okay, we won the past 4 years, well, whatever, like, so it's just like, are we going to use recency or are we using all time? Because either way, it's not looking good for you guys. And then we won the championship the year before, and then you guys won it, or 2 years ago, and then you guys won it last year. I mean, can we just like admit that this is, let's just get one thing clear. This is the greatest rivalry in college sports. Michigan, Ohio State. This is the best rivalry in college athletics, period. I don't care if they're competing in gymnastics, tennis, wrestling, football, basketball, soccer, ping pong. It doesn't matter. It is the greatest, most deep-rooted rivalry in sports history. I'll go sports history. If you want to make the asterisk or put in the contention of, college sports history, fine. I'll take that. But this is good for everybody involved in this, rivalry. That we won 2 years ago, now you guys won. Whether you want to say we cheated or not, I bet you there's coaches on Ohio State's payroll that their one job is to do every single little thing that they can do that's not above board to be able to win more games. Every team has it. If you think your team does not have it, you have no idea what's going on. I mean, I have no idea what's going on, but I got a little bit of I'm sniffing some shit, I don't know. It's just, yeah. Everybody, rag on us, whatever. Fucking, we cheated. You got us. Lock me up. Yeah, it's just annoying. Just shut up. I could talk Michigan football all day, and it's going to happen often because it's college football season. Only reason I really care about the NFL is because of fantasy football, and that's the only reason I play fantasy football, really. It's just, it doesn't hit the same as college football. There's fantastic players, but it's just not the same. And, college football is losing a bit of it now that they're starting to be millionaires at 18 years old, but, I mean, they deserve it. I don't really have too much of a problem with it. Yeah, dude, everybody just chill. Ohio State fans and Michigan fans, we don't need to get along. I'm not going that far, but can we just admit that we are the top rivals? Us and you guys, top rivals. We're right here. Michigan fell off a little bit last season. Still, we beat Ohio State. And then we were going against Alabama, and Alabama was, poised to dominate us in the ReliaQuest Bowl. I actually went to that game because it was in Tampa whenever I was living there. Everybody was like, oh yeah, Michigan's going to get dog walked versus number 11 Alabama. I think Michigan was unranked at the time heading into that game. Alabama was number 11. And then everybody was like, oh, you're going to get smacked. And then guess what happened? Michigan beat them. And then if we want to use that as hey guys, that was pretty cool, an unranked team beat number 11 Alabama in a bowl game. Oh my God, you're talking about the ReliaQuest Bowl? All right, yeah, have fun with that. It's you guys were just saying there was no chance we're gonna win, and then we win, and now we can't even talk about how we just won? What? All right, I guess, it's just dude, everybody's making up their own rules to where no matter what, we will never get the credit where credit is due for whatever reason. I don't know. I feel like we're not a boisterous team. I don't feel like any of our players or coaches are Colorado whenever Dion first got there, putting their Instagram handles on the back of their jerseys or anything. I don't get it. Why does everybody hate Michigan so much? What the hell? We won a championship for the first time in forever, have been a very good team for a while after sucking for a long time, and now we can't even be hey, we're pretty good. I don't know. And now even now, whenever we're 14th in the preseason poll, we're good, but we're not pushing teams out of the top 5 or anything. We'll get there hopefully by the end of the season, but it's dude, holy shit, people are already saying, yeah, congratulations beating New Mexico State just to finish 5-7. It's god damn, what the fuck? I will click your profile And it'll be like some Tennessee fan. It's like, what do you like? What dog in this fight do you have? Yeah, like fucking what the hell? It's so annoying, and I don't get it. Like if I got it, like if we were, my bad, it cut out because my storage ran out. Apple, why can't I clear my cache on YouTube? It's taking up 22 gigabytes of data. Why? I don't even have a downloaded video. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And like, you try to go through the options to go and clear it, and you can't fucking clear it. Anyway, I don't know. Just everybody, can you just like take a chill pill on Michigan? Like, damn. Like, I feel like there's so many more like annoying teams, like Alabama. I mean, their fans are very annoying. I feel like Michigan fans aren't even like that annoying. I feel like Ohio State fans are pretty annoying, but that might just be because I hate them. Yeah, just what the hell, dude? Fucking, I guess, like, our bad for, you know, getting caught doing what every single program does. Like, I'm sure there's D2 and D3 schools that do this same shit. But, I mean, it's on us we got caught. Had a good run while we did it. I mean, it's just like, alright, I guess it's still fun to be a Michigan fan. I mean, when it's big games, we show up ready to play. We have, I mean, Sharon Moore has really stepped up to the, like, I thought whenever Jim Harbaugh left, I was like, man, like, that's a Michigan guy. Like, that's the dude who you want coaching this football team. And whenever he left, I was like, damn, like, we are going to take a nosedive. Like, we didn't do great last year, but I thought we were going to do far worse. But this coach, I mean, the players seem to like him. He seems like you don't want a good guy as a really nice guy as a football coach. Like, he doesn't seem like a bad guy, but he also has that like little thing that your coach needs to have, as like, he's a little crazy. He's a little bit crazy. Yeah, got a true freshman QB who's looking real good. Made some great passes. We haven't had a great passer. I mean, JJ McCarthy was real good. He wasn't great. He was really good though. We've been a running football team for forever, and our running backs that we have, awesome. Quarterback, awesome. Our defense was pretty good. They had to pull out like a fucking stupid trick play to score on us. But fucking yeah, dude. Can everybody relax on Michigan? As you can see in the back here, that's all my stuff from Steve's house. Gave my parting farewells to my coworkers and Steve today. Said bye to Roan last night. Yeah. Sucks, but I'll get over it in a day. It's just that first leaving part that sucks, but you get used to it. Probably going to be moving around a lot more, so can't get really attached to one place. So that's about it. If I am under 30 minutes, I'm going to end this and check to see if I'm under 30 minutes. And if I am, I'm just going to, you know, spit some poetry for you for the remaining time. But if I'm not, then this is the end. So, in all, you know, don't avoid the brackish water. Stop hating on Michigan. And get your money up, not your funny up.